magko-compute tayo kung paano ginagawa yung first financial analysis method, which is the horizontal analysis or the comparative financial statement analysis. Okay, so ano nga ba yung comparative financial statement analysis? So ito siya, dito natin inaalam yung percentage analysis of increase and decrease in corresponding items in each financial statements. Yan. So, anong kinocompute natin dito? So, kinocompute natin yung amount changes and percentage changes from the previous to the current year. Yan. So, meron tayong comparison ng previous years and yung current years. Kaya siya tinawag na comparative financial statement analysis or horizontal. Bakit horizontal? Kasi nga, yung katabi niyang taon or yung previous year yung kino-compare natin each item. Yan. So, sa pag-compute ng financial statement analysis via horizontal or comparative statement, ang ginagawa natin is, ang base natin ay yung earlier statement or yung mas nauna. Like, for example, we'll have 2018 and 2017 financial statement. So, yung magiging base natin dyan is yung 2017. Yung earlier statement. So, if there are three or more statements, so, meron tayong two alternatives. So, ang una natin gagawin is yung earliest date or period, yun yung gagawin nating basis para ma-compare yung mga later dates. Yan. So, for example, you have 2017, 2018, and 2019. So, yung pinaka-earliest, yun yung gagamitin natin as base. Pero yung pangalawa, pwede rin natin na each statement may be compared with the immediately preceding statement. So, kung pwedeng sa 2000, kapag ka 2017, 18, and 19, 19 at 18 yung compare, sunod naman yung 18 at 17. Yan. So, sa comparative statement, comparative financial statement analysis, makakabot tayo dyan ng tinatawag na trend. Yan. Kapag ipa-plot na natin yan siya sa Excel, wherein makakapag-generate siya ng line graph. So, trend analysis is a more longitudinal and a modification of the horizontal and vertical analysis. So, yung trend, an example niyan ay ito. Yan. So, kung makikita mo, yung company ng Colgate, paangat yung kaniyang mga results. Yan. From 2001 to 2006. So, this is very promising, di ba? So, based on the data, analyze siya. Maganda yung takbo ng kumpanya. Yan. Next is, paano natin i-compute ulit? So, ito. Para malaman natin yung percentage change, una, kukunin natin yung amount of change. So, paano natin i-compute yung amount of change? Tulad ng sinabi kanina, ang earlier statement yung gagamiting base. Therefore, meron ka 2018 at 2017, ang mangyayari, 2006 at saka 2005. So, ang mangyayari, yung 2006, maminusan mo ng 2005. So, 5,536 minus 5,192. So, magiging sagot sa change niya is 344. Okay. So, pag nakuha mo na yung amount of change, i-divide mo siya doon sa previous year. So, katulad dito, nakuha mo na itong 344. So, 344 divided by 5,192 times 100. Ita times kasi siya ng 100. So, ang mangyayari, 144 times 1 divided by 5,192 times 100, ang magiging sagot ay 6.63. So, let's do this one. Kung paano nakuha itong portion na to. Okay? Ayan. So, first step in doing the comparative financial statement analysis is to get the change. So, paano? Earlier, yung later date, yung recent date, minus yung earlier or yung previous date. Yan. Okay, so the answer is 841. Makikita nyo, 841 din. Okay? So, for the cost by item, yung sales, cost of sales, gross profit, mga expenses, ganyan. Lahat-lahat ng yan, kukumputan yan isa-isa. Okay, next. Yan, okay. 5,536 minus 5,192, 344. And then, 6,702 minus 6,205 equals 497. So, actually, pwede ko siyang i-compute kaagad ng dire-diretso para makita. Pero, baka kasi, mas maganda rin paulit-ulit para yung iba mas mag-gets nila. So, 4,355 minus 3,921 equals 434. 186 minus 69 equals 117. Then 2,161 minus 2,215. Yan. So, negative ang sagot. Sabihin, bumaba yung kanyang operating profit. Kasi nga makikita mo dito, sobrang taas ng kanyang expenses, di ba? 434 yung change. So, mamaya makikita natin yung percentage. Next is 159 minus 136. Yan. 2002 minus 2079. Then, 648 minus 728. And then, 1,354 minus 1,354. Yan. So, 3. Ngayon, ang next natin gagawin ay kukunin natin yung percentage of change. Paano? So, yung formula, nakuha na natin yung change, diba? So, yung percent na. So, ang gagawin natin, yung change, so, 841, di-divide natin siya doon sa previous year. Yan. So, dito sa 2005. So, 841 divided by 11,397 and ita-times natin siya sa 100 para makuha natin yung kanyang percentage. So, ulit, yung change. So, ito yung sa column ng I2. So, 841 divided by, so, change 841 divided by 11,397 times 100. Okay, so, yan yung kanyang sagot. So, round off na lang natin sa second decimal. Okay, so ulit, dito tayo sa cost of sales. Change divided by previous year times 100. Change divided by previous year times 100. 101. Change divided by previous year times 100. Change divided by previous year times 100. So, ulit-ulit lang yan siya, guys. Change divided by previous year times 100. expenses. So, imagine, umabot siya ng 169.57%. So, magne-negative talaga siya. Pagdating sa operating profit, ma-apektuhan kaagad eh. Okay, next. Change divided by previous year times 100. Change divided by previous year times 100. Change divided by previous year times 100. And not dito. Change, which is 3, divided by 1,351 times 100. So, let's check kung tugma yung ginawa natin. So, round off naman natin. So, let's see. Tugma. Yan. So, pareho. 7.38%. 6.63. Yes, 6.63. So, ganun lang pag-compute guys ng comparative financial statement analysis or horizontal analysis. So, ngayon, paano yung ating interpretation doon sa results? So, ito yung income statement ng Colgate way back 2005 and 2006. Yan. Okay, so, dito makikita mo, tumaas yung kanyang net sales ng 7.38%. Ayan, diba? So, tumaas. And then, yung cost of goods sold niya ay 6.63. So, meaning, yung kanyang gross profit ay tumaas ng 8.01%. Okay? So, mas mataas siya sa revenue increase niya. Makikita mo dito. Yan. So, yung gross profit niya, mas mataas compared sa sales niya. Okay. So, overall, this suggests that Colgate has been able to control its production costs and therefore increase its profit margin on sales. Ibig sabihin niyan, yung kanyang cost of goods cost of sales niya, namamanage niya ng maayos. Kumbaga, hindi ganon ka sobra yung kanyang production. Meaning to say, yung mga produce nila na product ay halos lahat naman ay naibebenta. Kasi kung makikita mo, kukunti lang yung agwat nila at pagdating dito, mataas siya yung percentage. Okay? And then next is yung kanyang selling, general, and administrative expenses ay tumaas ng 11.07%. Ayan. Diba? So, sa kanyang MD&A section, Colgate attributes this increase to higher levels of advertising charges related to the company's restructuring program and incremental stock-based compensation expense recognized as a result of adopting the new accounting standard SFAS 123R. So, Colgate's research and development declined slightly since 2004, partially attributable to the company's strategy of outsourcing a portion of its research and development activities. Yan. So, kaya tumaas yung kaniyang expenses kasi nag-focus sila pala sa advertising. Hindi natin makikita dito kasi napaka-limited ng data ng kanyang income statement. But if we're going to break that one, re-breakdown natin, kung meron siyang financial statement or income statement na mas naka-breakdown, makikita natin kung saan-saan napupunta yung expenses. So, since this is given, it says that almost yung pinanggalingan ng kanyang expenses ay sa kanyang advertising expense. Kung nga naman kasi di ba, ang Colgate ay it is a multinational company. And then mapapansin nyo, ang advertisement niya ay sa TV, which is mahal. Mahal magpa-advertise sa TV. Nasa millions yung halaga. And then, by the way, itong mga figures na to, in millions ito. Sinorkat. Tapos, sabi pa dito, may mga charges pa related sa restructuring program at saka yung sa stock-based compensation. Dahil nga, merong bagong accounting standard na inadapt yung Colgate. So, probably, this is from other country kasi sa Philippines, iba naman kasi yung ating accounting standard. So, yan. Isa rin yan sa mga nagpalaki ng kanilang expenses. Yan. And then, in terms of research and development naman, kasi may mga companies, meron kasi mga researchers na nagtakalak. Tapos yung mga leaders ng consumers, pwede din pagdating sa kanilang products, mga experimental research, kasi Colgate, diba, paste and other sanitary products. Mga productions, yung paggawa ng mga ingredients ng nila, so nire-research din nila kung ano yung paano maging effective yan. So, medyo malaki lang din yung bayad kasi pagdating sa research. But, in their part, medyo bumabalaw sila. Pero still, it is an expense. Yan. Therefore, dahil nga malaki yung expenses nila, of course, maapektuhan yung operating profit. Ang mangyari, negative. Yan. Negative 2.44. Okay? So, next is the pre-tax income decreased by 3.70%, but tax expense decreased by 10.99%, thereby increasing net income by 0.22. Yan. So, yung pre-tax niya, ito, income before income taxes. So, bumaba siya. Yan, ng 3.70 yung kanyang income before taxes. Tapos naman, pagdating sa kanyang tax expense, bumaba rin siya ng 10.99, negative 10.99. Ibig sabihin, bumaba yung taxes niya. Ngayon, dahil nga bumaba yung taxes niya, yung net income niya ay kahit paano tumaas. Kasi, syempre, di ba, pagka-empleyado nga, di ba, pag yung tax niya mataas, of course, yung net na ng kasahod niya, kunti na lang makukuha na, napunta na sa tax. Pero kung halimbawa bumaba yung tax, edi mas malaki din yung makukuha niya. So, parang ganun din. And then, next is that Colgate reports that the decreased tax expense is primarily the result of a tax incentive provided by the American Jobs Creation Act of 2004, which allowed the company the incremental repatriation of $780 million of foreign earnings, as well as a lower effective tax rate on charges incurred in connection with the company's 2004 restructuring program. In sum, Colgate is performing well in a tough competitive environment. So, yung mga takbo ng companies ay may kinalaman din talaga sa mga nangyaring batas. So, katulad ngayon, di ba? Kukuha kayo ng financial statements or kung mayroon kayo i-evaluate na financial statements dated 2018 na talaga yung train law, there's a tendency na maapektuhan din yung company. So, progressive tax tayo. The more na malaki yung kita, the more na malaki din yung tax. Kunti na yung kita, kunti na din yung tax. So, makikita nyo dyan. So, Colgate. Kaya yung tax nila bumaba kasi nakalusot sila ng tax incentive dahil nga doon sa batas na ginawa ng American Jobs Creation Act. Yan. That is how you interpret your results of your comparative financial statement analysis. Yan. So we also have another example here. So ito siya is yung sa Colgate pa rin. So this is the trend. Makita mo pataas. Ayan. This one is for real corporation. So kung i-compute nyo yan, so i-try nyo rin i-compute isa-isa at check kung tama yung sagot nyo based dito sa ating example. Ayan. And let us read its interpretations and contents. So, in terms of liquidity and solvency, to measure liquidity, you can focus more closely on the working capital items of the financial statements. The statements of financial position. So, ano yung statements of financial position? It's the balance sheet. So, in doing the analysis, salient changes must be given with due consideration and must be accounted for. Okay, so in the given example, it can be noted that there is an increase in the current assets and current liabilities. However, so 9.91 tsaka 16.73%. So, balik tayo sa kanyang balance sheet. Current assets niya raw ay tumaas. Yung current assets. Yan. So, 9.91% siya. At yung current liabilities niya naman, yan, 16.17%. Mataas. Pero, sabihin, mas mataas yung kanyang current liabilities kaysa current assets niya. Okay? So, however, it can be seen that the increase in the current assets is less than the increase in the current liabilities. So, yun yung sinabi ko lang, diba? So, the increase in the current assets is mainly due to the increase in the trade and other receivables. So, at inventory, ayan. So, kung titignan nyo yung balance sheet ng real corporation, trade and other receivables niya ay 80%. At yung inventory niya ay 12.5%. So, mataas. At dahil mataas yan, nag-reflect doon yung results ng current assets, which is, kahit pa paano ay mataas din. Hindi rin siya negative. Yan. So, yung mga yan, of course, related yan doon is 10.07%. So, the increase in accounts receivable and inventory is higher than the increase in sales. Makikita mo, kahit na related sila, ang implication natin doon is mas mataas pa rin yung accounts receivable and inventory compared sa sales. Kasi, 10.07 lang yung sales. Yung accounts receivable and inventory niya, 12.5% and 18.07%, which is very evident na mas mataas siya. So, meaning to say, dahil nga mas mataas ng ganon, mabagal yung conversion ng inventory at saka receivables into cash. Yan. So, matagal mabenta, matagal makitaan ng kita yung inventory niya at yung receivables niya. Maaaring hindi pa siya masyadong nababayaran. Okay? So, yun yung interpretation natin kung bakit mataas yung inventory niya at saka receivables. So, bakit mataas? Bakit mataas yung receivables at bakit mababa yung sales? Kasi nga, bakit mababa lang yung sales rather? Kasi nga, mas mataas yung receivables. Ang dahilan, bakit mataas yung receivables and inventory, ang implication natin dyan or interpretation, meaning ay mababa or ay mabagal yung conversion niya into cash. Ibig sabihin, hindi siya ganun ka-liquid. So, it is also worth noting that the increase in inventory could be related to the marked increase in the cost of goods sold. So, yung inventory, yung taas niya, related din sa pagtaas ng cost of goods sold. Yan. So, 12.40%. Bakit siya related? Kasi nga, pag bibili tayo, of course, the purchase cost of inventories has increased. Pag bibili tayo, magkakaroon talaga tayo ng stocks. Diba? So, nung bumili ka, nagkaroon ka ng stocks. At nung bumili ka, gumastos ka. So, andun yung cost. Okay? So, bakit kailangan nating titignan yan? Purchase cost. Yan, diba? Questionable siya eh. So, kailangan siya i-investigate. And along with this, you may want to consider accounting for the notable increase of unearned revenues by 30.38%. The increase in trade and other payables can also be accounted for by considering its bearing on the cost of goods sold. So you may want to relate this to real purchases. Yan. So yung kanyang trade and other payables tumaas, ibig sabihin, yung payables niya tumaas, marami siyang okay. So based on the surface findings and analysis, you can infer that there's a drop in the liquidity status of real corporations as of period ending 2025 December 2021. So, ang pinaka-implication natin ay mayroong drop in liquidity status. Meaning to say, pag hindi liquid enough yung company, syempre wala masyadong cash, hindi siya masyadong makakagalaw. Ganun kasi yun. Parang katulad ng isang bangko na nagsara. Siyempre, kung bangko ka, dapat marami kang cash. May kasabihan nga sa finance, cash is king. So, yung bangko na yon na kukunti na lang yung cash niya, pero ang dami-dami niyang assets, which is real estate. Yung assets na meron siya, land, building, madalas na mga nareremata, mga sinasangla, mga nilulungan, mga nahugot, gano'n. So, yung real estate kasi, di ba, kaya nga siya doon sa non-current asset nakalagay kasi hindi siya basta-basta maiko-convert into cash. So, ang nangyari, dahil nga hindi na liquid enough to operate yung bangko, hindi na niya magagawa yung ibang function, so, nagsara. So, delikado din sa isang company na hindi siya ganun ka-liquid enough to operate. Yan. So, mahalaga yung liquidity and solvency ng corporation. So, yung liquidity and solvency, mapapansin mo siya doon pagdating sa inventories, sa yung receivables, at sa yung sa assets. Next is the stability or long-term financial position. Yan. So, under this position, you can focus your analysis by considering RIO's capital structure. So, dito tayo sa capital structure. It can be noted that the growth in total liabilities is much lower than the growth of the firm's total shareholders' equity. So, titignan mo yung balance sheet ni Real Corporation, yung kanyang total liabilities, nung kinumpute na yung nung ginawa na siya ng comparative financial statement analysis, 1.57% lang. Tapos yung kanyang shareholders equity naman ay mas mataas, which is 10.23%. So, this can be accounted for by the marked increase in a firm's retained earnings, which caused the notable growth of the total shareholders equity. The growth in the retained earnings could be attributed to the firm's net income growth of 7.57%. Yan. So, makikita mo na kaya mataas yung kanyang shareholders equity, it can be due to the increase in the firm's retained earnings. kanyang yung kanyang growth in retained earnings, ang dahilan naman doon is, of course, yung kanyang net income growth. Tumaas yung net income ng company. So, syempre, pag mataas yung net income, bibigay tayo ng balik sa ating mga shareholders. So, real property, plant, and equipment carry a value diminished by 18.46%. So, medyo bumaba yung value ng kanyang PPE or property, plant, and equipment. So, meaning to say, dahil bumaba yan siya, it can be caused by the depreciation of the fixed assets. Diba? Property. So, kung ang property niya, of course, ay real estate, of course, hindi siya magde-depreciate. Not unless kung nagbago yung environment, like wars, na-devastate ng bagyo, syempre kahit pa paano mababa talaga yung mga. Pero madalas, nag-appreciate yung value ng lupa. But yung plant, yung equipment, nag-depreciate talaga siya in the long run. And based on the results of the analysis, it can be inferred that Real Corporation has stabilized its long-term financial position. So, bakit stabilized? Kasi yung mahalaga kasi dyan, kahit pa paano, mataas yung iyong shareholders equity. So, pagka wala ka ng investors, wala ka ng shareholders, nagsipag-pull out na yan ng kanilang mga investments, ano pang mangyayari sa company mo? Saan ka kukuha ng pang-invest mo? Saan ka kukuha ng kahit pa paano pang-gastos mo, pang-expand ng company mo? Yan. So, dahil maganda yung kanyang result ng kanyang shareholders equity, there's a bright future for this company to stay. Yan. So, pwede siya pang long term pa siya. In terms of operating efficiency and profitability naman, ayan, so gagamitin natin yung income statement. So, by the way, pag stability or long-term financial position at saka liquidity and solvency yung analyze mo, doon ka titingin sa balance sheet. Pero kung ang titignan mo is yung operating efficiency and profitability, doon ka titingin sa income statement. Yan. So, kung makikita mo dyan sa income statement ng Real Corporation, may in-increase yung sales niya, 10.07%. But, yung kanyang cost of goods sold ay ang taas-taas, 12.40%. Ibig sabihin, sa current year, ang taas ng, tumaas ng 10% yung sales niya. Pero, tumaas naman yung kanyang cost of goods sold compared last year. Okay? So, ngayon, titignan natin kung bakit ganon yung nangyari. So, the sales revenue consists of selling price and sales volume, while cost of goods sold is made up mainly of cart purchases and inventories. So, the relatively lower sales growth vis-a-vis cost of goods sold growth may mean that the company is failing to adequately adjust their selling price to cover the cost of goods sold. The higher growth rate of the cost of goods sold may be interpreted that the company may have acquired inventories at higher prices and may have failed to consider other suppliers who may offer much lower or more reasonable prices. So, ang nangyari, mahal yung pag-acquire ng mga raw materials, raw ingredients, ganon, mahal, pero yung presyo niya, ganon pa din. So, kumbaga, si Real Corporation, ang nangyari, hindi niya nagamitan ng pricing strategy. Hindi siya masyadong nakapag-costing ng maayos. That's why, naapektuhan yung kanyang sales doon sa kanyang cost of goods sold. Diba? Imbis makikita pa siya, maaaring magiging lugisyo pa siya. Diba? Pero, dyan pa lang tayo sa kanyang gross sales. Kasi, diba, cost of goods sold pa lang yung binawas natin. So, titingnan natin ngayon yung kanyang net. Mamaya. Pero bago yan, dadaan muna tayo sa kanyang expenses, of course. So, sa kanyang expenses naman, makikita mo sa kanyang income statement, bumaba siya ng 2.82%. So, yung kanyang administrative expenses bumaba. So, meaning, yung kanyang expenses ay na-manage niya ng maayos. The company has efficiently and successfully controlled its expenses. So, ngayon, ang pwede natin ma-suggest sa kanila kahit papano is to further improve their cost controlling system and use the same system to lower selling prices for the succeeding periods. So, dapat i-consider din kung ilan yung pressure ng competitors at i-consider din kung magkano yung na-acquire natin para sa raw materials or yung cost of goods sold. Okay, so there is also a decrease in the notes payable, which is 17.78%. Okay, so mataas yan. So, ibig sabihin, yung company ay maaga silang magbayad ng kanilang utang. Yan, so sana all maaga magbayad ng utang, diba? Para hindi tayo nai-stress maningil. Dahil dyan, dahil maaga sila magbayad ng utang, ang advantage sa kanila, ang benefit is, hindi sila na-charge ng interest expense. At dahil nga hindi sila na-charge, nag-decrease yung kanilang interest expense. O, diba? So, bawat activities na yan sa company ay meron talaga tayong masasabing pros and cons ng mga pangyayari. So, kaya yung mga creditors, mga shareholders, tinitignan talaga nila yan yung financial statements ng company. Ina-analyze nila. So, kayo, as future financial analyst, gagawin nyo yan. At least, diba, ngayon, alam niyo na kung ano yung implication dyan sa mga results ng ating horizontal or comparative statement, comparative financial statement analysis. Yan. Okay, so in general, it can be inferred that the operating performance of real corporation has proven to be favorable as supported by the increase of net income of 7.57%. So, kung mapapansin nyo, di ba kanina parang pagdating sa kanyang liquidity and solvency, medyo negative kasi nga, taas-taas na kanyang inventory, hindi masyadong na-convert into cash yung kanyang asset, inventories niya, ganon. Pero pagdating naman sa stability, maganda yung kanyang future kasi nga, taas-taas na kanyang shareholders equity, di ba? Tapos, pagdating naman sa operating efficiency and profitability, kahit na mataas yung kanyang cost of goods sold compared sa kanyang sales, ay bumawi naman sila dito pagdating sa kanilang expenses. At saka, dito sa kanilang pagiging pag-manage ng kanilang mga liabilities. So, nangyari, bawi pa rin sila sa kanilang net income. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, maganda yung operating performance ni real corporation. So, that is how you interpret the horizontal analysis or the comparative financial statement analysis of an income statement and a balance sheet. So, next video na tayo for the part 3, which is the vertical analysis or the common size financial statement analysis. Post na natin. Hello students! So we are done with the horizontal analysis or the comparative statement financial analysis. So the next tool for financial analysis that we will be using is the vertical analysis, or also known as common size financial statement analysis. Okay, so dito sa vertical analysis, ang kino-compute natin is yung mga items sa financial statements, yung bawat item sa isang taon. So, say for example, this one, in the horizontal analysis, ang ginawa natin, itong magkatabing taon yung kinompute natin. So, 2024 and 2025, diba? Pero sa vertical analysis, ang gagawin natin ay i-compute natin yan sa bawat isa. Yung mga yan. So, yan. Kumbaga, hindi natin papakailaman yung previous year. Dito lang tayo sa nakapaloob sa financial statement na yan. Okay, balance sheet or kay income statement. Okay, so, bakit nga ba mahalaga yung vertical analysis? So, sa vertical analysis kasi, nakukompute natin yung net profit margin at saka yung gross and operating margins. So, ito mga to is financial ratios din siya, wherein makakatulong siya sa mga investors at finance managers to make predictions of the future revenues. And also, para na rin ma-analyze nila kung ano ang dapat gawin. Like for example, makikita na mas malaki pa pala yung liabilities compared sa sales. Mas malaki pa pala yung cost of goods versus sa sales. Ganon. So, before that, we will first try to compute each item. Ngayon, ang computation sa vertical analysis ay magkaiba sa horizontal analysis. Kasi nga, tulad ng sinabi ko, wala tayong i-compare na taon. So, paano siya i-compute? Ito yung formula. The formula is percentage of base is equal to amount of individual item divided by amount of base item times 100. Our formula. Ngayon, the question is, ano yung magiging base item? So, unlike sa horizontal analysis, ang base item natin is yung previous year. But, with common size analysis, ang kanilang base item dito ay magkaiba. Iba sa income statement, iba sa balance sheet. Okay, so first, we will do the balance sheet. So again, what's the formula for the common size statement or vertical analysis? Let us first compute the year 2025. Okay. Dito natin siya i-insert. Okay. Common size vertical. So, ang ating formula sa common size statement analysis ay yung individual item divided by base item times 100. Okay, so ngayon, yung bawat yan, yung cash and cash equivalent, trade and other receivables, inventory, so on and so forth, kukompute din natin yung isa-isa. Ngayon, tanong, ano yung magiging base item natin? Okay, so for balance sheet, ang magiging base item natin dyan is yung total assets or yung total liabilities and shareholders equity. Since, pareho lang naman sila. Diba nga, sa balance sheet, assets is equal to liabilities and shareholders equity. Okay, so, dito, ang pwede naman natin gawin ay dito na lang tayo mag-base sa total assets. Ay, teka, hindi ko siya nagsulat. Wait ha, i-input ko lang. So, dapat total assets. Yun na. Okay, so our property plus tangibles or total non-current assets Okay. So, compute na natin yung common size percentages bawat item. Okay, so ulit, ano yung ating base item for the balance sheet? It's the total assets or the total liabilities and equities. Okay, so up here in the asset portion, yung total assets na natin. Okay, so kukumpute natin equals, kukumpute natin itong para sa cash and cash equivalent. So yan yung amount sa item ng cash and cash equivalent. Ngayon, i-divide natin siya doon sa total assets. Yan. And then, pa-times natin siya ng 100. Yan. So, the answer is 10.53. So, hanggang second, second decimal point. Okay, next is yung trade and other receivables. Okay, so, trade and other receivables divided by total assets times 100. 32.31 and so on and so forth. So, ipakompute natin ito. Yan. Okay. Next, prepaid expenses divided by total assets times 100. Yan. Total current assets. Total current assets divided by total assets times 100. Okay. And so on and so forth. So, yun lang yung process ng pag-compute. So, ngayon, ita-try natin i-compute yung so, ita-try natin i-compute yung para naman sa income statement. But before that, i-fill in ko lang tong mga to. So, ang gagawin lang natin muna is yung sa 2025. At i-practice nyo yung para sa 2024 based din sa module. Okay, so, next is the property, plant, and equipment or also abbreviated as PPE. Hindi PPE na para sa COVID, kundi PPE na property, plant, and equipment. Okay, so if we're going to compute that one, yan, divided by total assets times 100. Yan, okay, 13.39. So, i-encode ko na lang siya kaagad para medyo mabilis tayo. 13. So, bakit 100% niya siya dyan? Siyempre, kasi dinivide natin siya sa sarili niya. Kaya 100. 1,014,082 divided by 1,040,000 kasi total asset yung base natin eh. Then times 100, 1 times 100 is equal to 100. Kaya ganyan. So, ganun din yung gagawin nyo dito. Okay, so kung i-compute natin yan siya, that would be 23.47 and 10.60, 4.44, 38.51, and next is yung non-current liabilities. So that would be 20.55. So, sabayan niyo ako mag-compute and check if tama yung ginawa niyo. 59.06. Here we have 10.35, 1.48, 13.31, and 25.15. And as for retained earnings, 15.79. 40.95 ito siya, para hindi na kayo mag-akyat-akyat dito sa total assets, pwede kayong dito na lang, pag i-compute nyo na itong under sa liabilities and shareholders equity, pwede nyo nang gawing base yung total liabilities and shareholders equity na segment. So, yung portion na yan. Yan. So, meron na tayong results ng common size percentage. That is for balance sheet. Okay, for balance sheet, ang base item natin is yung total assets or yung total liabilities. Now, what about the income statement? Okay, so, ito tayo. So, insert na natin ulit yung common size. Okay. So, sa common size, sa income statement, same pa rin yung application ng formula, pero iba yung kanyang magiging base item. So, ano yung magiging base item niya? Ang magiging base item niya is yung sales. Yan. So, kung i-compute natin, sales divided by sales times 100, of course, sales divided by sales, that would be 1 times 100, of course, that would be 100%. So, this one, yeah. Next is the cost of goods sold. Okay, so, same procedure, yeah. Cost of goods sold, that is 2,208,520 pesos divided by ang ating base item ulit sa income statement ay sales. Yan, divided by sales times 100. Okay, so that is 73.42. And next is the gross profit. Yan, divided by sales times 100, 26.58. And then next is selling expenses divided by sales. Bakit divided by sales? Kasi sales yung ating base item. Okay, so next is advertising expenses divided by sales times 100. Okay, yeah, 6.88. And so on and so forth. Okay, so i-input na natin isa-isa. 9.25, 7.33 ang magiging sagot dyan. And here is 1.39. And then 5.93, 2.08, and 3.86. Okay, so that is how you compute the common size percentages or paano gagawin yung common size financial statement analysis. Okay? So ngayon, aalamin natin kung paano natin i-interpret yung mga data na yan. Kasi that data would be nothing if it will not be interpreted. Ano yung magiging implication yan sa management? Okay? So, that is for real corporation. That is for real corporation. This one. Punta tayo sa kanyang account. Okay. So, based doon sa ating ginawang computation assessment, ito yung na-reveal ng mga data. Yan. So, sinasabi dito, diba, kung makikita niyo dyan sa computation natin, kung i-analyze natin, yung kanyang current assets madalas ay galing sa inventory at saka receivables. Kung maalala niyo kanina sa comparative analysis, ganun din, diba, marami siyang current assets na nanggagaling sa inventory at receivables. Ngayon, ang sabi natin sa comparative statement analysis ay hindi siya ganun ka-liquid kasi mas marami yung inventory at receivables, meaning the company is having the hard time to convert those assets into cash. Okay? And considering that the inventory is one of the least liquid of all assets under the current assets category. Okay, so ngayon, ikaw as an analyst, tatanungin mo syempre, bakit ganito yung proportion niya? Bakit ang taas-taas ng inventory? Bakit ang dami-daming receivables? Ano ba yung ginawa ng mga tao sa management? Baka ba hindi sila masyadong nag-effort magbenta, kaya yung stocks marami pa? O di kaya yung mga nangutang, hindi pa ba nagbabayad? So, yun, isa sa mga pwede natin i-imply. Okay, ngayon, ang tanong, the growth in percentage can be accounted for by the sales revenue increase. Yan. So, katulad na sinabi ko kanina, diba, may factor, may kinalaman siya doon sa sales. At isa pa na pwede natin mapansin doon sa analysis is bumaba yung percentage ng cash. So, balik tayo dito sa kanyang balance sheet. So, yung cash is only 10.53%. Kung i-compare mo siya dito sa receivables at saka inventory, which is 32 to 33%. Diba? So, bakit? Bakit bumaba yung cash? Ano ba yung ginawa ng company? At isa pa, yung percentage ng allocation ng kanilang property, plant, and equipment. Yan, tignan natin. Mababa rin. Okay? So, bakit? Probably, baka dahil siya ng depreciation. Or, pwede rin kung ano man ang ginawa ng management. And of course, titignan din natin yung liabilities niya. So, kung makikita mo, dami niyang payables, 23.47%. So, total liability niya is 59%, diba? Ang laki. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? Kung compare mo yung liabilities at saka shareholders equity, diba? Ang layo na agwat. Mas malaki yung kanyang liabilities, mga kailangan niyang bayaran, kumpara sa shareholders equity. Ngayon, anong implication niyan? Ibig sabihin lang yan is that ang company, halos lahat ng kanyang pera ay nanggaling sa utang. Yan, mas marami siyang utang. Ngayon, kung mapapansin mo, kung i-compute natin kung sa 2025 at 2024, kasi diba, ang kinompute natin ay 2025. Pag kinompute natin yan siya, makikita natin dito sa 2025 na balance sheet, ang kanyang liabilities ay bumaba. Balikan natin yung computation. Yan. So, from 2024, ang total liabilities niya ay 61%. From 2025, naging 59.06% na lang. So, which is good. Kasi kahit papano, bumaba siya. But still, the ratio is high. So, ganun pa rin. But at least there is an improvement naman. Okay. It indicates that the firm is shifting its dependence on financing or borrowing to using more of the owner's investments. So, kapag tuloy-tuloy nilang i-manage ng maayos ang kanilang pera, yung kanilang Okay, so that is for the balance sheet. So what about income statement? How do we analyze the contents or the findings in the income statement? Okay, so mapapansin mo, di ba, dito sa ating income statement, mataas yung kanyang cost of goods. Nasa 73.42%. Ang natira na lang sa ating gross profit is 26.58% na lang. So, what does it imply? Sabihin yan, yung benta mo, halos lahat napunta lang doon sa pinagkumpra mo para sa raw materials ng iyong binibenta. Okay, so it is not favorable. Ibig sabihin lang yan, katulad ng nabi mo kanina, yung sales revenue nyo, yan, pampalit lang, pangpalikunan lang, almost lang, palikunan. Okay, so kailangan ma-determine kung bakit ganon, anong dapat natin gawin, diba? Na kahit pa paano man lang, kikita. Kasi napakalaki ng kanyang cost of goods. Okay, so the gross profit ratio, which is 26.58 in 2025, has decreased comparing it with the gross profit ratio, which is 28.10% in 2024. This is due to the marked increase of the cost of goods sold ratio. So, anyway, kahit na paano naman, from 2024 na 28%, bumaba naman sila noong 2025, naging 26%. So, kahit pa paano, meron silang improvement. But still, they have to do more and improve para mas bumaba pa yung kanilang cost of goods at ma-maximize nila yung kanilang sales. Okay, so, moreover, the decrease in the operating expense ratios are favorable for the firm. So, sila naman, diba? Kahit saan, pag mababa yung expenses, favorable. So this indicates the firm's efficiency in controlling operating expenses. So the net income ratio, which is 3.86%, is favorable as this indicates that the company earned during the year. So although na mataas yung kanilang cost of goods sold, bumawi naman sila doon sa expenses. Tingnan natin, diba? Expenses nila ay 6.88% na dito sa kanyang total expenses is 19.25%. So, may interest expense pa, ang kanilang income tax pa. So, yung neto na lang nila is 3.86%. Which is kahit pa paano okay na kaysa mag-negative, diba? So, it just still means that the company has earned for that year. Pero yun nga, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, bumaba pa rin yung kanilang net income ratio. So, meron tayong computation dito ng 2035. Last year, ang kanilang net income ratio ay 3.95. Noong 2025, ang net income ratio nila ay naging 3.86. So, bumaba siya. Which is dapat, kahit pa paano, increasean nila. Diba? Yan. So, that is for the interpretation and analysis in income statement. Okay, so, ngayon, ano yung implications ng mga yan dito sa financial management? Okay, based from the analysis, interpretations, and conclusions, so the following implications may be okay. First, the slow movement of the company 5 operating cycle due to the slow conversion of inventory and receivable needs to be addressed. So, kailangan bantayan yung kanilang slow conversion of inventory and receivable needs. Kasi nga, meaning, hindi sila ganun ka-liquid enough. Wala silang masyadong cash. Halos lahat inventory na lang. So, kung mapapansin nyo, dito sa balance sheet, yung kanilang cash ay mababa lang yung percentage. only 10%. Yan. So, what shall we do, di ba? As a financial analyst, what will you recommend? Okay. So here, it was proposed that the new policies can speed up the operating cycle. Diba? So, mag-design sila ng operating cycle nila wherein mas mapapabilis yung conversion ng kanila inventories. Or pwede rin na mag-ano sila ng policies wherein yung mga maaga magbayad kahit papano merong car discount or any other policies that can attract or motivate the borrowers to pay early and on time. Okay? And then, next is strict and assertive measures for receivable collection must be established. Barasuhin na natin. But of course, with the use of legal papers. Diba nga, pag halimbawang hindi na nagbabayad, so anuhan na natin ng demand letter, mga ganun, para magbayad na. Or like strategies wherein meron tayong paraan kung paano sila ma-remind sa kanilang utang. Pwede gumamit ng tele-collectors, mga ganun. And then strict and assertive measures for receivable collection must also be established. And of course, new marketing strategies to increase sales of inventories are also needed. Okay, so para saan pa ba yung mga inventories? Of course, para mabenta, di ba? So pag na-sold out, ibig sabihin, mas marami tayong sales. Diba? So, pag marami tayong sales, kahit pa paano, mababawi natin yung ating pinuhunan. Diba? Okay? Next is the firm's capital structure leaning toward equity due to company's favorable results of operation is to be maintained. However, it would still be wise to strike a balance between liabilities and owner's equity, as this would favor both potential creditors and owners. So, katulad na sinabi ko kanina, yung mga creditors ay dapat doon sila tumitingin sa ratio ng liabilities at ng shareholders equity. So, yung shareholders equity, yun yung tinitignan nila na dapat mas mataas compared doon sa liabilities. If hindi kaya, dapat i-balance. Para kahit pa paano naman, medyo maganda yung dating doon sa mga creditors natin. Okay, next is consistent measures to lower the cost of goods sold and or to increase sales revenue to cover the cost of goods sold issues must be drawn as soon as possible. This would help improve the 7.57% growth of net income for the succeeding periods. Control measures on cost and expense reduction must be improved and make sure that the measures are strictly implemented. So, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, ang una nating option is paubusin natin yung benta para yung pinuhunan natin, yung cost of goods sold, ay mabawi. And, aside from which, pwede rin na yung mga pinampunan natin, yung mga materials na ginamit natin para sa products. Kahit pa paano, piliin natin yung medyo mura, pero quality. So, that is how to lower the cost of goods sold. Kaya nga, di ba, pag namamalengke tayo, syempre, pinipili natin ng maigi kung saan yung mas mura. Pero yung maganda. Para kahit pa paano, kung konti lang pinuhunan natin, at pagdating naman sa pag sa benta, mababawi natin siya. And so, it has something to do with costing and of course, marketing planning. Yan. And there is a need to consistently monitor implementation of if measures and policies to assure continuous improvements of said measures and implementation procedures. So, yan, for example, you suggested that or may mga policy na itong policy na to dapat masunod siya. Like for example, sa monthly payments. So, pag hindi nagbayad, ito yung sanction, ito yung charges, dapat masunod. Hindi pwedeng lenient lang tayo sa porket kilala, kaibigan, di ba? Mga ganun yung iba na payagan. So, hindi pwede. Tapos, sa sales, dapat ma-meet yung quota. Ang policy niyan, dapat ma-meet yung quota para hindi tayo ma-lugi. Kasi, pag ang sales yan mababa, lahat affected. Expenses, mga susunod na mga magiging decisions natin, affected silang lahat. Okay? So, that is for the income statement and the balance sheet for vertical analysis or also known as common size